Welcome back, everyone. It's time now for our very special segment that we call In Good Company, where we feature those whose life and work have had a lasting impact on others. Our next guest is a friend to the show. He's a friend to me. We're so happy to have him back to talk about his journey through theater, television, and so much more. Please welcome Tony Award-winning director, the always fabulous Atlanta's own, Kenny Leon. Yes. Welcome back, my friend.
It is good to be back.
It's so good to see you.
But you left me in the green room. You said you were going to get me some fake sugar.
This is why I burnt myself and scalded myself looking for you. For sugar for you.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I would do anything for you. I was like, let me go get more sugar for Kenny. But now we need to know. We need to stock that room with the fake stuff.
Fake sugar, yeah.
Yes, but we were catching up in the green room. I'm so happy he's here. He's always in it, bouncing in and around, out of town. When you think about yourself, you know, especially as we celebrate Black History Month, you know, a pioneer, you know, not just in our city, in your field, for doing your life's work, which has become your passion. Did you always know that this was something you wanted to do? As a kid, were you the one who was picking up the camera and saying, all right, you stand over here, Jimmy, you get over there?
No. Well, I don't know. I was the oldest of 5, and we grew up really poor, and I didn't even know there were careers as actors and directors. So I just knew I was going to do something that had impact on people's lives. And so I grew up with my grandmother and my mother. And my grandmother, bless her soul, I know she's smiling down here saying she never knew that I was going to be a director. She thought I was going to be a preacher. And I'm sort of like, I sort of have a ministry, and the ministry is to get people together to help them realize that, you know, let's get over the stupid stuff. Let's get over the things like race and age and gender and things that separate us. So hopefully I'm going to leave an imprint on the planet, you know, like you write on a tree, like August Wilson said, boy, Willie was here. I want to write on a tree, Kenny Leon was here, and that I made a difference.
You absolutely did, and I want to start, you've been so busy, let's back it up. Your acclaimed stage show, American Son, got incredible reviews. I read, just had the last show last
January 27th.
Yes.
It was actually one of the most exciting things that I've ever had the pleasure of working on. American Son deals with love of community, relationship between the police and the community. Kerry Washington starred in it and involved in an interracial relationship, and it's about raising a beautiful kid. And until we get to that day when every American can own every kid as their own, we will not have arrived. So that's what the play was about. We closed it on January 27th, and then we were approached by Netflix to make it into a film, not to shoot the play, but to make another version of this story into a film, written by Stephen Demos Brown. We just finished shooting it in New York last week, and it is, you're going to be proud of your homeboy.
Oh,
it
we already are.
Amazing. I think Netflix is going to release it sometime this year.
With the actors?
With the 4 actors I had on Broadway.
Fantastic.
It's really shot really well, beautiful. If you saw the play, it's not the play. You would appreciate the film.
Right, so there's something different, or there's a different take to it. Well, it's different because it's just not on stage, so there's...
Yeah, but the way we shot it and the Kerry Washington's performance, I hope she wins a Tony this year for a performance, because she gave everything within herself to deliver this role, and I'm so proud of her and excited for the project.
Yeah, and you have basically been able to transition in and out of so many genres, you know, just reading your Wikipedia page, which I always do to brush myself up on. Let me make sure I remember all of Kenny's great accomplishments. But you're able to do, obviously, the stage, but then you transition to television, but then you do live television. I mean, talk about what that was like with The Wiz and Hairspray. I mean, I was watching that on the edge of my seat, just because I know how challenging live TV is, much less live musicals.
I love the live musical format, so I'm thankful for having been able to direct Hairspray and The Wiz. But it reminds me of something that Samuel L. Jackson said to me. He said, don't you want to just be relevant? And so by doing all these things, I'm relevant, and I'm a storyteller. You know, it's opera, give me the opera. If it's a television, I can do that. I can do a film, I can do stage, I can do a musical. But, you know, I don't have any plans on ever retiring, ever. So it's about being relevant and telling stories your entire life.
What still
and
do
so
you
this
do?
is like, what? I don't know if you know this. In 5 months, I'm handing the theater in Atlanta off to a wonderful director. His name is Jamil Jude. He's going to be our artistic director, and he just directed a wonderful production of Skeleton Crew at the Southwest Arts Center. It's running now. You got to get your tickets because it's a hot show. But I'm stepping away from True Colors in 5 months from now, and it's in good hands. You know, we got money in the bank. We got subscribers. We got the community support, and I'm just really proud of that. So see Skeleton Crew.
Okay. Now, why was this the right time for you to do? I mean, obviously,
sometimes
you're so
God
busy.
just said it's the right time, and so many people hold on to things. They choke it. It's like, no, you can't let it go. Let it
still
breathe.
mine.
And this guy's a 32-year-old guy, and it's time for him to do this. And I said to myself, I said, if I was 32 and someone handed me this work, this theater company, it would be, you know, a stepping stone. So, but the real reason is that he's ready. I'm ready to do some more things. The company is ready for it.
Good.
And we're all going to be the better for it.
Yes. You mentioned how you're never going to retire.
No.
You've done so many different things. What do you still want to do?
I want to do it all. I'm in town, you know, I want to do a feature film. I want to work with Helen Mirren. I want to work with Sam Jackson again. I want to do something else with Denzel Washington again. I want to do something major with Audra McDonald. This summer, I get to do Shakespeare in the Park. I get to do Much Ado About Nothing in New York City, Shakespeare in the Park. I'm going to do an entire black cast production with music in the park. So I'm really excited about that. I'm in town doing a new television show for Oprah's network called Ambitions, produced by Will Packer. So I'm doing that episodic television. I get to do another musical for Broadway coming up. So, you know, life is full, but the most important thing, I want to have impact on lives, and especially on the lives of our young people, which is why I'm very excited about American Son, because these brown and black lives are precious, as are all lives.
Yes.
So.
And Kenny, I know, I hate that we have to go. We
got to go.
Why?
We got to go.
He's here. Come on.
Why?
He's
You got to spill some more coffee or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Get
you sugar. Now, all right, let's talk about, if you had one last thing to say, we have so many aspiring actors, producers, you know, obviously now with, you know, the hub that we are for television and film. What would you say, you know, to inspire them to stay the course? And to really make this passion, you know, a lifelong career?
I would say that venues change. The way stories are distributed changes, but the need for stories never goes away. You know, we need stories. When a baby is born, the first thing you do is tell that baby a story. Humans want stories. They want live stories. You know, just keep telling stories and keep understanding the technology that is delivering those stories.
Right. Well, you're such
Stay relevant.
Stay relevant. You are such an inspiration. I was thinking you're actually one of my first interviews going on now. I've been doing the show for 10 years.
I love you. Congratulations.
And no, I just remember how kind you were, and you know, it really made an impact on me that you were so open and just kind of giving me a chance when I was taking over this show. So thank you so much. I've never forgotten that.
You've done so well.
Thank you, and don't squeeze this arm. I may be going to the ER after this, Kenny. Take me. Drive me to the ER.
Love you.
All right, Kenny Leon, follow him on all social media, all platforms. Keep up with his work at kennyleon.com. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Come back, you know, whenever you're in.
I love being home.
I know,
you know?
I know.
Oh, man, I love being home. I'm around family. I got stepdaughters. I got grandkids. We're a great blended family, so it's pass the love. Love on each other.
Yes, love on each other.
Kiss your families.
That's right. Thank you so much, Kenny. We're going to check back in, of course, whenever he feels like popping through. And